Hello, my name's Sinead and I'm here with Michael Carroll, the course director and founder of the NLP Academy, talking about the Trainers Training taking place this September in Murcia. What makes the NLP Academy's Trainers Training different from the other Trainers Training programs out there?
Okay, Sinead. So thanks for that question. There's a lot of NLP trainers training around the world now, and I always say to the public, choose wisely. Because when you become an NLP trainer, you're going out there to market yourself in a business, in a profession, where there are a lot of other people. So firstly, you want to be the very best you can be. So I always say, choose wisely. So what makes the NLP Academy Trainers Training different from many other programs is a number of things which I'll go into right now. First, and the most obvious one, is John Grinder. As you're aware, and most of the viewers will probably be aware, is John Grinder is one of the co-creators of NLP. And I always say to people, well, if you're going to learn something, go and find the source of that information. So when you're learning from John Grinder, you're learning from one of the people who made a very, very big contribution into the development of the field. And as a trainer, that is the type of knowledge you're looking for. And I think as a trainer, when you've got the John Grinder certification, you've got the authenticity of one of the people who invented the field. And of course, it's not just John Grinder, because John works in a team with Carmen Bostic St Clair and myself. So we are a trio of trainers. And all three of us are very different as trainers. And I think that mix makes the course not only very interesting, but very useful in terms of a quality experience for the participants who attend. So in John, he's a creator, or co-creator I should say, of NLP, but he's also the originator of the new code of NLP and one of the primary developers. Carmen Bostic St Clair and myself have made major contributions to the new code of NLP over the years. So Carmen has been involved with John Grinder since 1987, developing the latest patterns as a co-creator of new code NLP, and I've been involved since about 2005 in the development of these patterns. As a team of trainers who impart skills, John is a very different trainer from me, Carmen is a very different trainer from me, and I am a very different trainer than them. So it is this mix of people who may choose different styles to model or to build into their own training style. So I think that the team that we create really offers the people a good blend, if you like. And to take it one step further, I originally spoke about John and then the team, John Grinder, Carmen Bostic St Clair and myself, but that's not all of the team. We've got a fantastic group of people, all who've done certification trainers training with us, who come as assistants or mentors on the program. So the participants of the course, which hopefully you'll be one of them, get the Grinder Bostic Carroll experience from the main trainers, but are supported by a bunch of people from around the world who are actually doing NLP trainers training in their own hometowns, in their cities, who have got a lot of experience in their own right, having just started out and building the businesses. So I think that three-layer approach sort of makes our trainers training very, very different and quite unique from anything else that's out there.
And what would you say is the typical profile of people who attend the Trainers Training?
The typical profile, that's an interesting question. Firstly, what I would say is about the general profile of people who attend the training. They come from all over the world. They come from all of the continents. So last year we had people from 26 countries. They come from Brazil, they come from Colombia, they come from the USA, they come from Australia, they come from Dubai, they come from the Yemen, they come from Eastern Europe, Western Europe, pretty much everywhere on the planet. So this is a truly international experience. And again, I say to people who are considering investing in themselves to take a trainers training, if you do a course in your hometown with people from the same area as yourself, who have a similar background to yourself, you're learning how to do NLP trainers training in a pretty restricted environment. You're learning how to teach NLP to people who are just like you. So that really isn't too much of a challenge, I don't think. If you come on a course where people from 26 different countries, truly multicultural, you're learning how to be flexible, how to train and present the skills of NLP to people from all over the world. So this gives you an opportunity to test and refine how well you teach to people from different cultures, different religious backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds, all at the same time. It really is a beautiful experience. And typically these people just click so well. That's the general profile, international. Now you ask me, what is the typical profile, if there is one? So what I notice on our courses, as I look out at the audiences and I get to know the people, is most people who come on our programs at the trainers training level have been pretty successful at something already in their lives. And what they're seeking to do is to change their career or their profession to develop a training style business. And it may not be an NLP training business, it could be a training business outside of the sphere of NLP, and they come in for training skills. So successful people who are looking for a change of business. That's the first thing I notice. Or one of the things I notice. The second thing I notice, or the other thing I notice, is the people who are currently very successful at what they do. They may be a trainer, they may be a consultant, they may be working in a company, or they may have their own business. And what they're looking at doing is not changing their business, but they're looking at developing what they do by bringing in the NLP Trainers Training skills. And there's great knowledge there. You know, as I say, people from all over the world have got fantastic knowledge. And I say that on these courses you learn a lot from each other, from the diversity and the skill mix in the audience. So they're the two things that I really notice in people. You know, people who want to start a new business, who are really successful, people who are already successful, who want to develop their current business or career. And all of them are great people. You know, I love the people that come on their courses. I'm very proud of them. You know, they work hard. They choose us because of the reasons I said earlier, because we've got a great trainers training team, and we put a lot of emphasis on quality. So, you know, I think, you know, people make friends forever on this program.
And what opportunities would you say there was after the trainers training?
Well, this is the question of the questions, really. If you think about it, people are investing, you know, a sum of money in themselves to get these skills. They're coming down to Spain, Murcia. They're spending 17 days of actual training time over a 19-day period. So the question is, what happens after? So again, it depends on what the intention is with the participant. If the person wants to teach NLP practitioner courses, they can go and teach NLP practitioner courses and master practitioner courses. They can actually issue practitioner course certificates that are signed by John Grinder, Carmen Bostic St Clair, and myself through the organisation John, Carmen and I set up for our trainers called the International Trainers Academy of NLP, ITA, I call it for short. So people can join the ITA and issue certificates signed by John, Carmen and myself to their participants, which actually again is a mark of their authenticity, because, you know, as I said earlier in this video, John Grinder created NLP, Carmen Bostic St Clair is a co-creator of New Code NLP, I'm a co-developer of New Code NLP. These certificates, you know, they're a special hallmark of quality and standards. So obviously you have to follow the ITA standard, but that's a fantastic business opportunity for people who come on our program who want to partner up with us in the ITA. And we've got people all over the world who are partners of ours in the ITA issuing these certificates. That's one opportunity. Second opportunity, I think the training and consultancy business today has more opportunities than ever before. You know, the very fact that you spend 6 days on a public speaking, on the first module, which is a public speaking course in essence, how to deliver presentations, 7 days in the second module, how to deliver NLP presentations, how to deliver NLP courses, how to structure NLP courses, and then you've gone through a 4-day evaluation. You know, you come out at the other end having got a lot of skills that you probably didn't have when you began. So the key thing is you can take these into the corporate environment to offer training courses. You can take it into any sort of training and learning environment. So the opportunities after the course are enormous. To start your own business, to work with other people, to work with us in the ITA and issue the Grinder, Bostic Carroll certificates, or to take it into the corporate world. So I think the opportunities are fantastic.